Alright guys, welcome back to the Combustion Gamer YouTube channel, and today we're taking a quick look at some updates for Bounty Drag Racing. So, got a brand new name and brand new graphics and stuff here. Drag Racing Evolve. So, Bounty Drag Racing is the most complete online drag racing experience on the market. It certainly looks that way. So, we got a few new pictures and stuff. We also got this right here. A brand new customization booth that looks pretty sweet, I do have to say. So this is one thing that when I talked to him originally, he said that he wanted to do, but wasn't sure if he would actually be able to put this into the game. Apparently he has, and it looks pretty decent. You also got several sponsors and stuff you can put onto the cars, so that's certainly neat. And then of course go to the race, and there is the car. And that looks pretty neat, I do have to admit. So then also you've got the engine upgrades that you can now do onto the car. So all of the modes, I'm not totally sure how this all works. If this is like free play where you can customize the car however much you want without actually having to spend money, because I do know there's like a career mode where you're able to spend the money and upgrade your car throughout as you go. So a lot of different variables for the game still. And then of course you got the beautiful American flag there, able to fly on the back of the car, which is really neat. So definitely very cool there. So currently, we'll watch the next trailer right here. You got some very cool shots with the weather actually working. You got the burnout pits still working out pretty good. And this just is the release trailer for the game, which looks very, very good. A lot of updates. You got the dirt track involved right there. And we get to see a lot of the different racetracks. And then here you go, more the customization, which looks very, very cool. We'll be able to swap in the engines. Of course, we got another look here at the customization booth. So a lot of different graphics you're able to look through there. Can't really get a good look just because of how fast it is, but definitely looks very well put together. You even have bikes, which I hadn't seen. Actually, I hadn't seen at all. Hadn't seen the bikes in there, but we do have bikes now in the game for drag racing, so that's really cool. And then you can see some of the custom paint schemes throughout this video as well, which is certainly neat. So definitely some very cool sights to see for this game, so it's going to be cool. And then of course the release date is supposed to be June 15th. So that's going to be pretty neat to see when this game comes out. Here we go, we can get some more views of the game down here. Able to see the drag racing passes right there. We also see the day to night transition. So that's certainly very, very cool. We got the, I believe this must be a street racing course right here. So you're actually on the road drag racing, so that's interesting. Then right here you can see the customization on one of the dragsters, as you can customize what parts you have on what, so that's certainly very cool. Then he's updated the system requirements. So base requirements is a Windows 7 operating system with an Intel Core i5 quad core. You need at least 6 GB of RAM, a GTX 1070 graphics card, and DirectX version 11. Also broadband internet connection, and of course storage at least 10 GB. His recommended operating system would be Windows 10 with Intel Core i5 9400F or AMD Ryzen 5 3600. You could also need to have 8 GB of RAM, because why wouldn't you want more RAM to run a game? I'm not sure why. Then of course you have GeForce GTX 2070 or the AMD Radeon 57XT. We also got version 11 on the DirectX, and then everything's about the same from there. So that's a recommendation on system and requirements from him. So that looks pretty cool. But so we got a little bit about the game right here. So this is a bit updated. So Bounty Drag Racing, the Drag Racing Evolved, is the most complete online drag racing experience on the market. Race the fastest and most varied types of dragsters in the world. Fine-tune your cars to achieve maximum performance in a constantly changing weather. So weather does change. That's one thing that we see, that the time changes, but not necessarily the weather right here. But that's going to be interesting to keep track of how the track temp and all that's working. So that's a cool feature that will be interesting to see in action. in a constantly changing weather, and get online for the most competitive drag racing encounters online. So you got that right there. You have the most complete drag racing experience, including track racing, street racing, and sand drag racing. So that's what it is, sand drag racing. I was thinking it was mud for some reason, or dirt, but yeah, that's pretty cool as well. Decide where you want to start, anywhere from a bracket car to a 5-second dragster, in-depth tuning system with power adder tuning, true-to-life staging system, radial tire suspension tuning, live engine swap system allows you to change engine while at the track, featuring the 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, 8-cylinder, 2-rotor, 3-rotor, 4-rotor, and of course diesel engines. Dynamic weather system that affects car performance, whether it's the tires, of course, with the track temp, or of course humidity and stuff with the air intake and all of that. That would be what's going on there. Monthly competitive events are supposed to be scheduled in-game when it releases, so that's going to be a lot of the online brackets, which would be cool. Detailed interiors and engines, and more cars and features to come, so still more going to be added to the game throughout. And I believe, if I remember correctly, he's going to release this game obviously, and then he's going to have DLC with more cars and more features later on coming out as well. So I don't remember I don't think he said anything about price for when the game releases initially, so I'm not totally sure what it's going to cost when it comes out, but obviously it's going to be the base cost, and then he's going to have a DLC for so much. And I know he wanted to be able to release several tracks and several more cars, if I remember correctly from when I was talking to him in the YouTube comments. So certainly a lot of work has been put into the game. It looks quite a bit better. I think the graphics definitely got a bit of an improvement, and being able to see the paint booth and the customization here, that's certainly very cool to be able to see. So definitely a very nice job, and can't wait to see how this game does when it releases. So it's going to be pretty cool, I think. So anyways, guys, if you haven't checked out this game, make sure to head over to Steam and check it out. Link will be down in the description below. If you haven't checked out his YouTube channel, you can go and check out the process of how he built the game from the ground up, which is also pretty cool, as we get to see a few more things cycle through here, a few screenshots, which certainly look pretty cool. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and as I said, make sure to check out his channel. And I think we just see a Jeep right there, a Jeep dragster. That's pretty neat looking as we move on. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you guys here next time. Thanks. Bye bye.